Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So excited. First, I hope everybody has a good Mother's Day. So you'll be seeing this after that, but I do hope everybody has a good Mother's Day. I am off to my mother's house, but I thought I'd film real quick. I was going to post it today, but then I was like, I think we just need to deal with, our moms and spending time with that or our children or whoever raised us. Anywho, back to what I was saying. So we're continuing on with the alphabet though, and we're in J. And today I pulled Jaclyn Cosmetics. Y'all know when it comes to the eyeshadow, didn't like it, but they had some hits for sure. So let's get into it. So for Jaclyn Cosmetics, for today I am wearing my Clinique Even Better Refresh Foundation, hydrating and repairing makeup. And does it have a shade? CN52 Neutral is what I'm wearing in this. Love this stuff. It's probably one of my favorites, to be fair. For concealer, I'm wearing my Natasha Denona in N4 today. I set the under eyes with Too Faced Peach Perfect. I know I don't have much of it left. I really don't. But I'm going to use up my bigger container, and then I got the teeny tiny one, which I'm going to save. I'm just saving it. It's not even open, not touched. It's still sealed. I'm not even using it. In case there's an important day in my life that I need it. You know what I mean? Because it's like my favorite. But anywho, for the rest of the face, I use my Natasha Denona foundation to set, and I've been loving using it like that in N6. By itself, I don't know. If you have perfect skin, maybe, but if not, I see that it's not going to give you that much. It really doesn't. I know that it shows it does, but it doesn't. But it is beautiful to set with. Maybe if you even had a sunscreen that was tinted, it might work. I think it's really good if you like paired it with a tinted moisturizer or tinted like a fountain, like, you know what I mean, like a skin tint. Like, it'd be good even there, but by itself it's very, very light, and I don't think it looks as good on my skin as if when I pair it with foundations. For under eye corrector, my holy grail, that is my new favorite. I don't even think I need to explore anything else because I have that now. For the face, we are using the Jaclyn Cosmetics. I picked the one that says Sun Kissed and Bronze Moment. These are my favorite things. She can do no wrong when it comes to complexion, to be fair. It is so beautiful. I've got 3 of these. I pulled this one today. And you can tell I use these. Like, I do love these. I use them quite regularly. They're they're kind of like the Hourglass, but they were cheaper, thank goodness. And the packaging is still good and all that stuff though. But it's beautiful. The packaging to the way you feel, like she nailed this, I feel. I was gonna use Ice Help for a highlighter, y'all. I don't know where I put that. That is one of my favorite highlighters. And I don't know. When I got the Natasha Denona one, I do not know what happened to that one. So I ended up using her powder. I don't know where I put it. And I don't ever hardly ever use it. But I used her. Oh, here it is. I used her powder in Brighten Up. And I've never used it like this, which doesn't make sense because it is kind of a highlighter. But usually I used to set with this, like around the face is how I use this, because it kind of reminded me of the Estee Lauder Absolute powders, which she was in love with, so I figured that's where she got the idea for this. Um, but yeah, I used that as highlighter today, this, and it works. It's very soft, very natural, very just like it just works. And I didn't even, I don't know why I never thought to use it, but to be fair, if I'm looking for a very easy natural highlight, this is where I would go. Now, the brand's no longer in business, so that does play a part though. For a lip liner, I used my Natasha Denona in Gaia, I don't know, P5. And then I used her velvet, what's it called here? Hold on. Her lip cushion in Last First Kiss. And I love these. These are not transfer proof, but they're just so nice on the lips, the way they hug the lips. And it's not overly drying, but I do love those for that reason. And if I wanted it to stay matte, then they're perfect for me to wear. But I also, today, I don't want it completely matte. And it's a perfect sort of lip to add the candy glaze to, which I want you to know, I've got two of these little sample size, these little itty bitty guys. Love them. I just put the full size in my cart. I know I'm going to want that. Like, I really love that to put right in the center. Or even to wear by itself. It just feels incredible the way it melts. It literally melts like butter on a hot pan. When it touches your lips, y'all, I can't even. Alright, then for the palette. I only have this one. I didn't buy the other one because I didn't like this one. I still stick by that. However, with that said, I don't know how I usually create looks using this palette because it's not my favorite. And I only use it a handful of times. But I actually don't mind this look. But I can achieve this look with any palette pretty much. I can pull out a ColourPop palette and create this look. And it's going to be just as pretty, and I'm going to enjoy it just as much. It's nothing special, you know, as far as like packaging and stuff. The color story is, I mean, for the theming, I kind of get it, I do. But the colors are so close together, some of them, that I'm just like, I don't. And it just doesn't scream. To me, it doesn't scream her either. Because I don't really see her wearing these colors that often. But let's get started. The first shade we're going to go into is Shortcake, which is this almost like a contour color really for me. And I do like this. Actually, this is probably the one shade in this palette I really do like. If you needed like that beginning step or a contour color for your eye, I do like that color for that. It just gives a little bit of something without it being noticeable. Like, you really cannot tell if is that your eye doing that or is it an eyeshadow type of thing, you know? But yeah, this wasn't like the eyeshadows were, well, this particular palette is not my favorite, so I never bought the other one, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, considering it's already going out of business, which I hate because I really do like the complexion. Like, all the complexion stuff I liked. I liked her lip liners. I have two of those. I love the lip cushion. But I would have to say the blushes and the bronzers are my favorite. The two blush palettes are nice too. But I just like having the blush and bronzer together. Less thinking. You know, I know they're going to pair well. The color tones, you know. So it's like, it's less thinking for me. So, go me. We're going to go into Lemonade. And I think that's why I like them so much. Because sometimes you do have to be careful with the bronzer. At least with me, if I go more of a warm tone bronzer, it's almost like I need to put a warm tone blush on to make it look right. Whereas if I go with a more neutral bronzer, I feel like I could wear pink. I could also wear peach though, you know, it just depends. But I like the fact that she just matched it up for me and, you know, made it easy on me, as I'm not a makeup artist. And I don't know what I'm doing half the time, so, well, all the time. Again, let's be real. I'm using my BK Beauty brushes today, and I will say maybe that's something there too. I'm going to take the shade All the Feels and put it on the lower lash line. Because really this look didn't take me no time at all. But it could have been that I was just being quick, and I already know I don't like this palette, so I don't really have to think about it much. And it's not like I don't like it. Well, I don't like it because there's only two metallic shimmer shades in here, to be fair. And you all know I love me my shiny shades. That's what will draw me in. I have to have mattes, and they have to go lighter to darker. But the shiny stuff is what pulls me in, and this just didn't. I purchased it. I purchased it because of pink, and I love pink. You know, to me, you can't go wrong with pink. But I also purchased it because it was her first eyeshadow launch. I probably could have waited, because even though it says pink, it's just not my favorite pink color story, to be fair. And it's nothing revolutionary, which I don't expect it to be revolutionary, but I do expect it to be something, you know? We're going into Berry Whipped, and I'm just going to darken up the outer corner here. Like, you know, there's other people out there with brands that it's not like the shadows are revolutionary, but they give you your money's worth, and they're fun. This just didn't do it for me. This didn't do it for me at all. Shoot. I dipped into the wrong color. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me get this cleaned off my brush. Back into Berry Whipped. And again, where I'm not a makeup artist, I kind of need things to be self-explanatory. It has to kind of be told to me how to do what, you know? Doesn't mean I have to go by it, but I'd like some sort of guideline, I guess, in a way, when it comes to makeup. Give me the guideline. I'll decide whether or not I'm going to go that way, though. But, you know, we're going back into Lemonade. But yeah, I got headed up to my mom's for Mother's Day. And I tell you, I get how blessed I am on the fact that I still have both of my parents. That's not lost on me by no means. Especially, you know, I'll be 45 this year, and my mother would be 65. My father would be 75. Like, it's not lost on me. But I do feel like sometimes we do, or I anyway do, think my parents are invincible. That we're gonna live forever type of thing, you know? And I see it because, like, my younger kids and grandkids, you know, are looking at me like, but you'll be here forever. And I'm like, no, I won't be here forever, baby. I'll be here as long as you need me, though. But there's going to come a point where you're not going to need me. I hope. You know? We're going to go into sugarcoat it. I mean, not that they always need you, but you know, I'm hoping I live long enough to where they're, you know, good. And I'm going to put sugarcoat on the lid about 2/3. I'm not taking it all the way over today. I'm trying something a little different. Usually I put it all over the lid. But I'm actually not going to take it all the way over. I think I took it about 2/3. I don't think I hit that end corner yet. And see, because I used this for the lid, I then didn't have anything for inner corner except that white. And y'all know how I feel about that. I mean, I did it because I'm showing the palette, but it's not my favorite. And to be fair, if you don't have this palette, you're not missing anything. Okay? So if you see it for sale, don't, you know, if you see it for $10, maybe. We'll say that. If you can get it for $10, then it might be worth it. Any more, though, it ain't worth it. We're going to take Picnic and put it in the inner corner. I can hear my grandkids. I've got one of the grandbabies still, and then my two younger ones. My older two are going to meet me up at my mother's and father's for Mother's Day. Alright, now I'm going to take that berry whip shade and I'm going to line the top lash line and lower lash line. I used the Tarte Fake Away white liner for the waterline. You all know I'm obsessed with the Tarte liners now. I don't think I'll ever go back, unless I just want a different color in the waterline. I don't think I'm ever going back to another liner. They're just so little and easy to use. You can't mess up with them. They're great. And they last, which is the most important thing. So I hope everybody had a really good Mother's Day. You either got to celebrate with your mom or your kids or something. I'm telling you, I can't believe it's already May. I really can't, to be fair. And then it'll be June, Father's Day, and then July, 4th of July. Okay. I think I got it lined dark enough. I don't know. Like, I just don't feel like this palette gave... I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I mean, other people did like it. I mean, I seen the reviews after I did it. After I reviewed it, because I was like, am I missing something? Am I doing something wrong? Because I couldn't figure it out. Like, what's so... There's just nothing. The color story is not special. The formula wasn't special. Like, nothing was really, you know? And it just isn't my favorite. I'm sorry. But it wasn't. And I wholeheartedly believe if you skip this one, then you got lucky. You didn't waste your money. I mean, did I get my money's worth out of it? Yeah, no. Yes, because I did get to try it. But no, because, I mean, I'm never going to use, like, well, I mean, I can't say I'm never going to use it. I'm only going to use it if it's like a thing like this, you know, or if I'm doing the worst of, which is a thought. At least then I'd get use out of my worst of products, I guess. We're going to put the Gucci on the top lashes. Because I mean, I don't know who's pulling for the products they don't like when they got products they do like, you know? Not me. I would much rather even pull for a color, I mean, a Morphe palette, her Morphe collection, than that. And I did think about that, but that's not, you know, just because she did a collab doesn't make it J. So I was kind of stuck doing that one. I know I still have to backtrack on the two palettes I did miss, though, from brands, because I didn't even know I had them anymore. I gotta find that iced out. That's got me like freaking out because that's one of my favorite highlighters. Like that, the Pat McGrath, obviously the new Natasha Denona, the Michaeling Glam Light highlighter. That's one of my favorites. But I do like how that brightened up. That powdered thing did work as a highlighter. Oh, I love this mascara too, y'all. I know I shouldn't, but I do. I need them to come out with a brown. Lash Clash came out with a brown. I need them to come out with a brown. Gucci, you hearing me? I know you're not, but somebody needs to tell Gucci to come out with a brown mascara badly in this formula. Because I absolutely love this mascara. I just need it in a brown. For lower lash line, I am using Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water, which it's almost gone, and that's why I pulled for it. I am slowly using up everything, y'all. Well, certain things. I would love just to grab a palette that I think I could pan. I like all my palettes, so I could pick any Natasha Denona palette, but like a realistic one I would take wherever, anywhere with me and create looks with and try to pan it and see how many years it took me to do that with everything I have. But then I'm like, A, I don't want to get bored of anything, but B, I'm like, I don't even know if I would actually pan it though, to be fair. Even if I tried. I don't know if I could. And could I really stick to one palette? That's my other thing. I don't think I could. Knowing me and everything, like, I don't think I could stick to just one palette. Even if I chose, like, the Glam palette or the, what's our newest one? The neutral palette that Natasha Denona just came out with. What is it called? I don't even know now. See, this is what I'm talking about. I got too much. Too much. Now, the My Dream, I need a nude palette. That's what it's called. The My Dream palette I could definitely see using, but again, fall and winter only. But I would like to find a palette that I could use all year long, no matter where I went. I wouldn't care to take it with me. So I would care to take my Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath anywhere. But something like that, because I'd just like to see how many years it would take me, because I know it would take me years, even though I do my makeup almost every single day. But I just choose so much different. Like, I like having options. Do I need a palette for every day of the year? No. Do I have that? Yeah. I could probably go 2 years, actually. I'd probably have a palette for every 2 years, to be fair. But I've come to find that's not where I like to be. I really do like certain brands, and I've come to know that by doing this, the alphabet thing. So this is the final look using that palette. I mean, I can't deny it's a very pretty look. It's very soft but elegant, but yet on the side of glam, even it can be, but it's just nothing new and nothing that's like oh yeah, this has got the best mattes, the best shimmers, or it's the best for, aging skin, or the best for, it doesn't have that. It's just an eyeshadow palette. But it is a pretty look. I like the way everything else turned out. And again, now if you can get her blush and bronzers and highlighters and all that, even the lips, you won't be disappointed. You'll love them. They're great. She nailed those formulas. Eyeshadow, not so much, to be fair. Okay? I would much rather use her Morphe palette, the collab she had with Morphe, than that, to be fair. So, but that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. I don't know how since the brand's closed, but maybe you might see it on eBay, but like, I need that. No, I don't, So, yeah, and I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day, and I will see you in my next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.